this is Sam, and I'm glad to see you here in our next lesson. Today, I would like to talk with you about what you need to do before building a chatbot. And we would like to emphasize that the development process for chatbots works the same as for the development process of any other software product. They all require a diligent amount of time and effort to get your chatbot up and running successfully. So, first things first. Before building a chatbot, you need to highlight the reason for implementing a chatbot. This could be understood as the main goal of your chatbot, namely to understand what problem the chatbot will be tackling. The next step will be identifying your target audience for your bot. Who will have a need for this bot? And only after that, you may proceed with establishing the overall project requirements. When you complete these three important steps, you'll be able to move on to the fourth step. Developing the minimum viable product, or otherwise known as an MVP. This would be the most simple version of the bot that could be made with having all of the functionality to carry out its objective function. Many developers fall into the same trap by beginning to develop a chatbot without the proper knowledge of how to actually start. And as a consequence, they end up with a low quality working chatbot, which can solve for different kinds of tasks, but all the while offer little to no value to its end user. They do not conduct the preliminary expertise and do not follow these four important steps. In our lectures, we will tell you in detail how not to fall into the same trap and create a successful chatbot. So before diving into the development process for a chatbot, you need to ask yourself, what is this chatbot's purpose? Why are you developing a chatbot? It is necessary to understand that the chatbot's purpose must directly solve for the user's problem or optimize processes inside the company. And remember, you do not have to overload the chatbot with additional and unnecessary features at the beginning, especially if the solutions for such problems already exist and they are more efficient. Only if you are sure that your chatbot does an exceptional job solving one specific problem, then you may consider adding new additional functionality. So let's assume that we want to develop a chatbot for the real estate industry. As you may know, real estate agents are tasked with carrying out lead qualification. They are susceptible to spending their valuable time and money on unqualified leads that are not yet ready to buy. The main advantage for implementing a chatbot for real estate agents is allowing chatbots to qualify the leads. The chatbot would ask all of the necessary questions to understand the lead buying's readiness and only connect with the lead with the realtor at the right time. From the other perspective, a lead can ask a chatbot all about a property and receive instant replies in an intuitive conversational way, all without using the agent's time. To sum everything up, define your goal and make sure the chatbot accomplishes it exceptionally well. Now that we have figured out how to define our goal, it's time to move forward to the next step, identifying the target market for a chatbot. For any type of product, it's important to understand who the end user will be. This is where creating a buyer persona is useful. And this same rule applies to finding a target market for chatbots. Take your time and think about these basic questions. What is the average age of a person who will be communicating with your chatbot? Would they be 25 or perhaps even 50 years old? What kind of job would they have? Are they working at the office like me and using their laptop every day? Or maybe they'll be doing the job in a completely another way. What language do they use? Are they from England and prefer biscuits with milk? Or are they American and prefer cookies? What problems can arise in their everyday life so that a chatbot can be their best solution? This is a highly important step because based on how you have built the buyer persona for your chatbot's personality will be structured upon it. And the personality of a bot is the way how a user would perceive a chatbot while conversing with it. Is it going to be straightforward and to the point? Or maybe it'll be laid back and filled with different emojis and images. All this will depend on who is your target market for the chatbot And how correctly will you teach the chatbot to communicate with them? Furthermore, the way how a bot interacts with a user will play the most important role. In summing up, you need to understand if the personality of the chatbot matches your user's expectations. It will be much more engaging to interact with it. We already know we need to define the goal and the target audience before we can begin developing a chatbot. This means it is time to start creating the chatbot project plan. Why is it important to create a chatbot project plan? The chatbot project plan helps you to understand the final product better and to be able to see the strategic overview for building it. Here, you may lay out all of your project's features, functionalities, and goals. Today, there are many templates out there on the web that may help you with creating a project plan. For example, we can create a product plan following these 3 steps: defining goals, user stories, and use cases. For defining goals, think what the most important business goals would be and what you would like to achieve with a chatbot. For an example, we need to generate 20% more qualified leads during the year after launch. As for chatbot user stories, you have to describe how you perceive your chatbot from the point of view of the users. For an example, as a user, I can ask your chatbot a question about any house pricing. And finally, for use cases, you need to take note of all the necessary functionality of your chatbot itself. As an example, a bot will be able to collect data for users' preferred locations of properties. Now, when you have finished creating a project plan, mindfully analyze all information you've gathered. You have to be sure that chatbot solves the initial problem. As for a bonus, I will leave a link with the chatbot project plan template to make the process simpler. Another pro tip: to make the requirements even more understandable, we advise to also take advantage of the Draw.io resource. There, you'll be able to build a chatbot flow in the form of a decision tree that helps your team and you to understand how a bot will interact in any scenario. I've attached an example of a flow in the comments below. The availability of more detailed and understandable requirements will help you simplify and speed up the development process of the chatbot. And this is what we'll talk about in our next video. Well, we reached the final stage of this section, developing the chatbot minimum viable product, or simply known as an MVP. There are several ways to develop a chatbot MVP. The first option is you may make a chatbot on one of the already pre-existing bot builders. Bot builders are the web services that allows you to construct a chatbot. No coding skills required. I personally like a few of them, such as ManyChat, ChatFuel, and FlowXO. Let's take a look at the interface of ChatFuel. Here, you may choose from all of the templates which will suit you the most, and accordingly edit it as you may. Also, you don't have to use templates, but build the bot from scratch. You can test your chatbot prototype directly on Facebook Messenger after you fill in all the necessary settings in ChatFuel. If any of the chatbot's actions are wrong, you have to go back to edit the bot to find the error. And when you think that your MVP is ready, show it to your colleagues for feedback. But what is the problem for using builders? Well, in case you need a wider range of functionalities, a more reliable solution, if you need to have higher security and place a chatbot on your own server, if you need to carry out a large number of computations or integrate a chatbot with any frameworks or CRMs, this is what you cannot do while using builders. But there is another way. You can contact chatbot professionals who can help you with the development of your chatbot, and there are plenty of vendors out there who can help you with this. However, you can always get a free personal consultation here at Bots Crew. And also, after finishing our course, we have a special gift just for you. If, for example, you have developed a customer support chatbot and in your company you use Freshdesk or any other service to work in live chat, in this case, developers will be even able to integrate a chatbot with your live chat service. So we have come to the end of this section, but we still have a few tasks ahead. After all, you still need to market a chatbot and analyze its conversations to make future improvements. All this we will discuss in upcoming lectures.